Wake up! How? You turn on the light.
So let's put some light on the new and potentially last promo for the Owl House finale. A place for one of the final showdowns will undoubtedly be BELOS' castle. In one of the first shots it is revealed that indeed, as many, including me, theorized before, the giant heart will play some part in the endgame. Considering that we hear the same line from The Intruder where Ida was teaching LUZ magic, it may indeed be the heart of the Titan, the source for all the magic on the Boiling Isles. We also notice someone sitting on the throne, and it's very likely LUZ as we see her in BELOS' outfit later. But don't worry, we can safely assume it's her dream, as later in the trailer Amity tells her to wake up. LUZ is basically trapped in her worst nightmare. Everyone is petrified and she sees herself as a villain. LUZ is wandering around in probably the creepiest surroundings the show has ever done by far. In one of the following shots, the Hex Squad is pulled away by what seems to be Collector's strings, or really this just indicates that they can't contact LUZ anymore. I believe that in real life LUZ is trapped in her dream, and whoever pulled these strings knew that her friends came to save her, to show her the way out and point her in the right direction, to turn on the lights. They also seem to fight LUZ at first, but are they fighting her bad side? Fighting in order to tell her the truth she doesn't understand, fighting through to get to her, or are they fighting someone else, someone who's keeping her locked in her subconsciousness? The same might be the case for this shot with Ida and King, whose eyes are glowing and King even looks bigger than his normal size. All this set of fears LUZ is experiencing might lead to her final decision to leave, as we see her holding a photo next to the portal to the human realm. I believe she will enter the in-between realm, as she'll have to meet this unknown figure we've seen in For the Future. But to confirm that actions in BELOS' castle will be occurring both in real life and LUZ's dream, we have a shot with Ida flying out of one of the towers, perhaps along with this shot of King. But it may also be that each one of them will have their own dream when they face their final conflict with themselves and in their own character. This is followed by a shot with BELOS in the throne room, assumingly taking his new and perhaps last form as he absorbs rain. Honestly, on such dark background with BELOS and LUZ, the Collector now seems like a minor villain, but he's got to take at least a third of the episode's screen time. We have a scene likely from the very beginning or even the first seconds of the episode, when the platform where everyone arrived starts shaking, and the Collector is about to start his final games. Somewhere around that time, LUZ and King are finally going to reunite, as it now will be them who should play with the Collector. One of the games is a pretty funny reference to Pac-Man, but otherwise we have almost zero idea what this crazy kid is going to unwrap. He's wrapped the Owl Gang into bubbles, so they'll simply have to follow his rules. However, while the Owl Gang are playing games, what will happen to everyone else? In the very first shot of the trailer, Liz kinda scratches the light glyph. Perhaps it's the moment when she's being turned into a doll again, and so she's trying to do something by remembering her glyph magic lessons with Liz back in season 2. But in one of the next shots she looks just dead. We all know the finale is going to get dark, but are we prepared for characters actually dying for good? Don't get me wrong, I believe Liz will come back to her human form after defeating the Collector, but someone has to make a sacrifice. The only question is what, and who will it be? We'll learn the answers to all the unknown questions on April the 8th at 9:25 PM, but for now you can check out my attempt trying to answer questions about magic in this video on the screen.